How are you guys doing today? My name is Anima and today we have a live Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle for you all, this time against Erica, otherwise known as Eric. Let me get your Twitter up right now, nice and slick. Eric Sterling on Twitter. I've been enjoying your messages lately, Eric. I've been really appreciating them. I am saying that right? Eric. Lick? What the hell? Why is Lick involved? I don't know. Anyway, just going off on one there completely. Yeah, I've been enjoying your messages lately. Thank you for appearing on the channel today. So let's hit music 7 and get the show on the road. This is a UU tier match. That's right. And we are using a team that I really like, that I really want to use. I really want this to work. So let's take a picture of his team. Sorry, I'm floating out of view because the DS is over here. And yeah, I haven't battled for a while, so I'm probably a bit rusty. So please bear with me there. So he has brought a Jirachi, a Shaman, Rotom Heat, Honchkrow, Gudra, and a Beedrill. I don't have any rocks, unfortunately, which is really sad because 3 of his Pokemon are bitched by them. But he's got a lot of bulk. Oh man, that's like 4 bulky Pokemon. Honchkrow's got decent-ish bulk as well. Beedrill's pretty frail, but yeah, know what I'm saying. Anyway, let me let you know who I brought. I brought Amaterasu. There's the hint for what theme this team has. The Arcanine Nuragami, stop doing that, don't bloody refresh on me, please. Nuragami, the Milotic, Gekigami, the Raikou, Tachigami, the Raticate, Orochi, the Hydreigon, and Isun, the Mega Beedrill. Let you figure out what that team is. Psych, I'm probably going to put it in the title of this video. Maybe, I don't know. So, I think my best lead, because he's got no ground types, my best lead is Gekigami. Wherein I can just go for an attack and destroy everybody. I feel like leading with Isun, to be honest. Or Arcanine. No, Arcanine. Arcanine's a good lead. Let's lead with Arcanine. I think he's gonna lead with the Jirachi to get Stealth Rocks up, so I'm gonna lead with Arcanine. Yeah, let's do that. Let's lead with Arcanine. That took a very long time. Sorry about that, folks. It's been a while since I've battled. So I'm probably a bit rusty. You'll have to forgive me. I did have a tragic passerby battle where I made a really real move at the beginning. Passerby battle last night. I made such a real play at the beginning. And then my opponent just played in this, like, strange way. Like, it sounds awfully arrogant of uploaders when they say this. And I say uploaders because I've heard uploaders say there's the Jirachi. I've heard uploaders say this kind of thing a few times. So there's the Jirachi up to get its fucking rocks up, of course. I think the most I can really do is just just go for Flamethrower right off the bat, and know that it hits pretty much everything. I mean, the Rotom can come in if it wants to not be Will-O-Wisped, but I think my opponent is just going to try and get their rocks up as fast as possible. So what I'm going to do is just go for the Flamethrower straight off the bat, just try and do as much damage to Sachi as possible. Shiny Jirachi, so I think it has Moonblast, something to keep in mind. Yeah, it sounds awful. I say uploaders because uploaders will say this because they experience this kind of difficulty. It's like especially when you do passerby battles, especially if you like a passerby, because it's just like whoever, isn't it? It's just like some, you know, it's just somebody you'll never meet, right? For the most part. That's just like off in the arse end of nowhere that you'll never meet them probably. So the quality of how they're going to play, or the style of playing that they have, is going to be a bit odd. So there's the rocks. Can't get rid of them, unfortunately. But we're just going to deal with that. So let's go for the Flamethrower. We don't do too bad damage to Sachi. Not amazing. We just have to go for Flamethrower again, unfortunately. I think my opponent's probably just going to go into the... Well, it's intimidated, so I think he's just going to go into the Rotom Heat. This thing took that Flamethrower extremely well, so I have no idea what it's about. I don't really like the rocks being up, but at least they only really hurt... Well, they hurt Amaterasu and Isun, which is a bit of a problem. But, you know, Amaterasu is bulky enough that we don't really suffer from that too badly. So I'm thinking maybe a U-turn or something is coming up. I'm just going to go for the... I kind of want to go for E-Speed, expecting a switch, so I'm just going to do that. Shit. That sucks. I expected him to switch to Rotom. But... Oh... Are you gonna be that guy? Are you gonna do that to me? Okay, please don't do that. I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I really hope this isn't a power flinch Jirachi. I am going to flip my shit. 2A wasn't too bad. It's a bit annoying. I just really don't want to get power flinched to me. Don't like that very much. I mean, I think I think you do what you gotta do, of course. Do what you have to do. If you need a flinch to win, then you might as well bank on it. But this is early game, and my opponent doesn't need the flinch. But they're gonna switch out now, going into Thought. That's the Rotom Heat. I can't do anything anyway. It doesn't matter. Even if I did anything, it really doesn't matter. So this thing is here. I don't know really. Could go for the trick. And I don't like that at all. I feel like my opponent is just going to go for the trick, so what I'm going to do is switch into Orochi, who is Choice Scarfed. Because I think my opponent is going to trick me their Scarf and cripple my Arcanine. That's the only well, it's not the only reason why they bring it in, but I just feel like a trick is coming, you know? I really do. Oh no, okay, Volt Switch. So that's going to do nothing. I should have stayed in. But my opponent is going to switch out, so we don't have the best start right now, but we are fast as holy hell, so yeah, I fear the Honchkrow, I do, because with the rocks it's a real, I really don't like having teams that don't have rocks, but it's a bit hard to do it with theme teams, it's a little bit hard, because I feel more value in being more faithful to the team concept. Out comes Jabberjay. I don't care about this thing because I'm Choice Scarfed, so I'm Choice Scarfed Timid actually, so I will outspeed. So what I'm gonna do is go for the what's going on here? I'm just gonna go for the Draco, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Draco. Really. As I'm pretty sure I outspeed this thing. I'm pretty sure I outspeed this thing. Realizing that is going to switch out and go into Rotom. I didn't expect that. This thing is going to take a buttload of damage. I don't think it's specially defensive because, you know. Not bad. So we do a good amount of damage. Leftovers. Wow, I don't care. Okay, really bulky team though. This is going to be a bit of a problem. I'm quite reluctant to switch out. My opponent's probably going for that Volt Switch into the Jirachi, which I really don't like, but we do actually have turn on a lot of Pokemon on this team. I don't think the Overheat's coming, but my opponent might switch into the Jirachi. Either way, I can't really stay in. I mean, Overheat could definitely be coming. My opponent's best play right now is probably Volt Switch, so I'm inclined to believe that's going to happen. Let's go into... the rocks are really upsetting me. I'm really upset that they're there. Like, I really emotionally can't deal with the fact that they're there. I'm going to go into Gekigami to take the expected Volt Switch. But he could just go for Overheat, and that would be a good play on their behalf. Raikou will live, because Raikou's fucking Raikou, and this is Leftovers Rotom, which lends me to believe it's not an offensive set, so... That's the thing with that! We're going to exert some pressure as my opponent goes to the Will-O-Wisp. Gekigami is the best Pokemon to take this, that's amazing, apart from Arcanine, of course. Yeah. So this thing took a Draco really, really, really well, so I don't like that. We are Specs, Raikou. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think my best move right now is Shadow Ball. But I don't think it will do that much. It seems especially defensive because it ate up a Draco like nobody's business. I'm just going to quickly have a look at how this thing took that so well. Let's see what kind of set you are. A Rotom Heat. Okay. Nah, Draco should have done way more to you. You're definitely specially defensive. You are definitely specially defensive, my friend. Or I got the lowest roll in the world. Right, so I think my best play right now is probably Shadow Ball. as this thing is, you know, I mean, it's neutral. I'm not in a very good place. I should just Volt Switch. But my opponent's probably just going to Volt Switch right back at me. I hate that. It's a real problem. I don't want Orochi to just sit there and just get hammered, so I think what I'm going to do though, I'm just going to Volt Switch. Yeah, I'm just going to Volt Switch. My opponent could Volt Switch right back at me, and that'd be, you know, that'd be a bit annoying because they'd get initiative. That's a Volt Switch from a Specs Raikou. This thing is especially defensive as balls. So I'm going to go into Orochi right now because I'm expecting the Volt Switch right back. And this thing is at range where a Draco will take it out now, so that's alright. Really depends what he's gone for. Gone for the Overheat, so he's definitely going to hard switch out next turn. That did too much. Way too much more than I'm comfortable with. So what I am going to do is... I mean, he could stay in with Thought right now, but I don't really think he is. I feel like going for the Dark Pulse, or the U-turn. Dark Pulse or U-turn. You have no reason to stay in right now. You don't want to take damage from me. I'm going to go for the U-turn. I could get predicted right now, and that would suck. But, but I'm going to go for the U-turn. Nah! Yeah, just staying in. He's not budging, is he? This man's not making any plays. No, that's harsh to say. I think he probably is making plays. I'm just walking into them. I'm just switching and he's not. He has no reason to. I'm hurting myself with the rocks. So I'm going to go into Nuragami. And I don't care. This thing's special attack is just like bad right now. So he's going to go for the Volt Switch. So I think he predicted that very nicely. I get frustrated by people who don't switch. I do. I get frustrated by them. Like, because I expect people to do certain things to switch around, but if you just don't fall for it, then you're in a good place. So this thing is here. I don't give a shit about it. I'm especially defensive. So yeah, it's a bit sad that the turn, but at least we've managed to force out something else. So the Leaf Storm is a definite thing. Oh, it's such a bulky team, bro. Why? The Natural Cure is a problem. I could sacrifice Orochi right now, but I don't want to lose my Scarfer. Seed Flare could be coming. Same with like a Hidden Power Ground. I'm going to go into Amaterasu directly. I don't care. I can't have Nuragami take a bunch of damage from this thing, so let's go into Amaterasu and hopefully something cool will happen. I am just expecting the Seed Flare. He's been playing quite, I don't really know. I can't say. I don't know what type of playing he's making, really. So it goes to the Leech Seed. Unfortunately, his walls are really good against my walls, so we're at a bit of a problem. I need to make plays. Okay, come on now. So Leech Seed was a really good move. Definitely better than the Seed Flare. I had no chance against this thing because it's really bulky. So I think he's going to switch into possibly the Rotom Heat. What I'm going to do is actually switch directly into Isun because I don't think this thing wants to chill with me right now. So I am expecting the switch into Jirachi or Rotom Heat or Goodra. One of those. I switch out first, he didn't switch. Oh my god! He's playing me right now. Stop it! Move away! Goes to the Earth Power. I didn't even expect that. Shouldn't kill me because Beedrill's special defense is actually not bad. So what I'm going to do is Mega Evolve. This thing is faster than me, so I'm going to go for the Protect. I could U-turn, but nah, I'm not going to do that. The Jirachi is injured, the Rotom is injured. So I'm going to just go for the Protect. I don't want to risk any damage from this thing. Right. Come on. Let's get some. Let's go and snag some momentum. Let's try and do that. Finally, I've got like a goodly offensive Pokemon out now. We've got a good matchup for once. His walls are so like the synergy between his walls are really nice. They've got resistances between them. I'm looking at them now. It's like he's got so much bulk he doesn't need to switch. So this is a very defensive player. Definitely. And it's it's quite challenging. Bulky teams are quite hard to take down, aren't they? I noticed most of you in the question of the day, offense or defense, most of you are defensive players. To be fair, offense is it's hard to play. Like, hyper offense is much harder to play than being defensive, in my opinion. Just for me personally, but it seems like a lot of you agree. It's really hard. It's really hard to play. Really hard to play offense. Hyper offense really screws me. So he's thinking now because finally, finally he has to think. So he's gonna switch out into thought. Gonna fodder it off. I am totally chill with this. Thought is specially defensive, so I don't give a damn. We will be able to kill this thing with a poison jab, because this thing is, you know, with adaptability and all. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for that poison jab. He could go into the whatchamacallit, the thingy with the thing, Jirachi, but I don't think he is. So gonna lose thought actually, and that is pretty nice. It could be a scarfed Gudra. Come to think of it, if Gudra comes in now, it's scarfed. But does it outspeed me even so? I'm gonna have a look see, because I kind of don't think it does. Gudra. I'm gonna check. Apparently now. Timid. 50. Yep. Mega. Beedrill. 50. Okay, so. Yeah, no, it does outspeed. Oh, only if I'm adamant. But I'm not! I'm jolly, just in case this shit happens. So, 145 divided by 2 is 70. Let's call it 73 to round it up. Plus 60. Ooh, I outspeed it. I do, yeah. I do. Out comes Jabberjay. My opponent's own Beedrill. And it's a speed tie now, really, isn't it? It's pretty much a speed tie. His Beedrill can definitely kill my Beedrill. So, right. Now that the Rotom is gone, I can Dark Pulse to my heart's content. I need to preserve Isun. I've got one more switch into rocks. But here's Jabberjay, and Jabberjay is probably going to go for the drill run as much as that saddens me. I could go for the U-turn and just be weird as fuck, but I am expecting the protect. Or my opponent could be really real and not do that. I'm going to go for the U-turn, because I don't know, I'm just going to do that. Okay, we're going to see if my opponent's going to protect, expecting me to do the more defensive move and not hard switch. Does in fact have protect. It's pretty much a staple on Beedrill. Okay, so I don't know if it's a speed tie or not. Oh, I don't like speed ties. I don't like speed ties at all. I do want to go for the U-turn though. I really do. I really do. But if I lose my Beedrill, that's awful. That's honestly so bad, because he's got switch-ins for everybody. Orochi can do a lot. And this Pokemon having protect is a problem. I could risk it. I could risk it and just go for the U-turn. I don't really want to switch in anything to this thing. So, Poison Jab, Drill Run. I don't know what you have. I'm just going to go for U-turn again. Just fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just going to go. Fuck it. I'm just going to do it. Come on, Isun. Win! Win the speed tie! Total luck. Total luck right now. Ah! I am more real! Out comes Nile. Oh, Nile! You're gonna take an adaptability U-turn. Nile! You're not gonna like that. Denial is not just a river. That damage! That's what I needed on that thing, because that thing's a problem. So that's awesome. That is supreme. And I am really happy about that. Okay, I'm really happy. Okay, what the hell? Let's have a look at Shaman's stats. Shaman I don't know what item this thing has because I haven't actually scratched it yet, so I'm gonna go into my Eradicate. If he's leftovers, I'm gonna cry. Could be Assault Vest though. I don't know if this thing has speed investment. That Earth Power didn't actually do much to Beedrill, so I think this thing is defensive as well. Okay, I think I'm gonna go into Tachigami right now. I think so. Okay, let's go into Raticate. Let's go into Tachigami. This thing, if you let this thing do its stuff, it's a fucking demon. I don't know if he's speed invested or not. So that's honestly a bit of a problem. I think I can take any one hit though, so that's alright. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go straight for the I'm gonna go straight for the Facade. I don't think this is speed invested. It could be, of course. But I'm just gonna go straight for the Facade. I do outspeed, so this thing is not speed invested. And this Facade is gonna kill the Shaman. Okay, finally snatching some momentum. Oh, dude, your playstyle's been killing me. The lack of switching. I think he's been playing me like a goddamn fiddle, you know? I think he's been really good. I think he has been. If I sound a little bit like funny about my opponent, I'm not like meaning any offense to them. Offense and offense. I'm not meaning any offense to them whatsoever. It's just about like looking at the movement someone is making. So it's not like a personal thing, you understand. I mean, I don't know why I feel the need to say these things. Some PokeTubers are just like, we're just gonna trash this man, we're just gonna body this man and all this stuff, and I'm like, well, thank you for the battle, good sir. It's because I'm British. No, I don't know. Are other British PokeTubers as mindful of their opponent's feelings as I am? Because I really don't. I'm not in it to like offend anybody. I'm not in it to prove I'm the best. But that was risky actually because that doesn't feed into what I was saying at all. I was just looking at Shaman's speed. Shaman's speed is 100. Raticate's is 97. So I did take a chance that he wasn't max speed, but just from the nature of his team and the nature of the pokes he has, it seems as though this thing is like, it wasn't speed invested. That was my hunch. And this Earth Power did not do anything to my Beedrill. It's a neutral hit for sure, but and Beedrill's special defense is decent. It's actually not terrible. It's 80. So out comes Sachi. What did I decide you were? I decided you were special defensive, didn't I? I don't know what you want to do. I don't know what your thing is. I really don't know what your thing is. I think what I am gonna do is I want a U-turn so bad. I really do. Yeah, I'm gonna U-turn. I'm gonna U-turn because it'll do damage! And I don't think it'll kill this thing though. Maybe it will. It might be underestimating Raticate's guts. That Jirachi is really nicely EV'd. Cause man, it enjoyed that. It enjoyed that. What I'm gonna do is go into I think Gekigami. I think Gekigami's the best. Because I resist at least one of this thing stabs, and if it goes for the T-Wave, my Hydreigon will be fucked, so. Yep. So we're going to exert pressure, which is really nice. I'm going to go for the Wish. Okay. I'm going to go for the Wish, alright. So the Shaman is dead, the Rotom is dead. If this has Protect, that's a problem. I want a T-Bolt so bad. You're not switching in Honchkrow or Beedrill on this thing, are you? Let me have a look, see how much damage I can do. See, this guy's making me do the calculations, man! Jirachi. I have no idea what kind of defense this thing has. It might just be max HP, to be honest. But T-Bolt T-Bolt could kill. I think he's just going to go into Gudra. I really strongly feel he's just going to go into the Gudra. I have no idea what the Gudra is packing, by the way. I think Volt Switch didn't do much to this thing, did it? Don't know what to do. He plays very unpredictably, I've decided. Just plays unpredictably. Ooh! Stitching me up! I don't know what to do. I don't want to switch around willy-nilly. Who do I need Gekigami for? Honestly, Gekigami is really nice, just really nice to have. Outspeeds the Honchkrow, but after one Sucker Punch, I'm dead at this range. So there's not that much need I have for Gekigami right now, so what I'm gonna do is just... I'm just gonna Shadow Ball, I think. Yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna Shadow Ball. As my opponent actually stays in, so that was the right play to make. And Sachi is gone. See, like, I really didn't think they were gonna stay in, but like after playing a bit, they seem to be like they'd stay in. It really shafts me when people don't switch much. It's not a criticism to them at all. It's a criticism to me. If you don't switch much, I get really like faked out and just get myself into a bad position. So, unfortunately, we are locked into Shadow Ball. My opponent might not know that though, because all I've done is Volt Switch at them. And but just from the way his Pokemon have been taking their hits, I feel like he's got conscientious EV spreads everywhere. I feel like he has wise EV spreads everywhere. Still anybody's game though, that Honchkrow. Need to keep my Arcanine really healthy for that thing. That Honchkrow is a threat! That Honchkrow is a threat! I'm just going to quickly do a little thingamajiggy, just to see how my Arcanine's speed compares to the Honchkrow's. If it's... speeds me to death. But it will end up Brave Birding. I just need to preserve Arcanine's Intimidate. Jesus Christ! Jesus. I'm getting like... getting messed up. I'm getting messed up right now. Out comes Jabberjay. I really wish I had hazards. It's really killing me that I don't have any. I might have 6 Pokemon, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna win, so... What I'm gonna do is I am just going to stay in and Shadow Ball again. I'll let my opponent kill me. That's great. U-turn is going to be some switch initiative for me. Unfortunately, Gekigami is going to go down. The Lightning Tiger. So cool. So cool. I've been wanting to use this team for ages. But we do get the switch initiative, which is very nice. No reason to preserve my Raikou at that point, because the Honchkrow could kill me off with a Sucker Punch. And I can't do shit to the Gudra. Out comes Maltz. That's the Gudra. The Honchkrow is being wisely preserved for the late game sweep, so this thing is sat here at full fucking health. I don't really want to deal with it. I need to find out if you're scarfed, man. I need to find out what kind of Gudra this is. I'm gonna go into Nuragami. If my opponent knows my videos, and they might, if my opponent knows my videos, they're probably gonna think I'm just gonna go straight for a Toxic, which I'm actually not going to do. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna go for the I'm gonna go for a Recover. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Recover. Because I think my opponent is gonna predict my top. Oh, no, doesn't. Okay, goes to the Dragon Pulse. Doesn't have the T-Bolt. That does not look like spec damage by any stretch of the imagination, so I don't know what kind of Gudra this is. My opponent does not want to switch in anything onto damage, but I'm at good enough health now where I feel safe to go for a Toxic. If he wants to switch it up, maybe go for T-Bolt. We're going to see what kind of Gudra this is. My opponent is not going to want to switch out. Having Honchko Toxic will benefit me. My opponent does not want to switch in their Beedrill. Okay, I do believe it might be locked in. Either way, we're going to take that Dragon Pulse very nicely. Get the Toxic off. And just be a fucking menace, to be honest. So now Maltz... Now we're in the process of what Milotic does best. Which is just be a stalling little SOB. My opponent might want to put an end to this. What I'm going to do is go for the Ice Beam. Because they might think I'm just going to recover stall them, so we're going to go for the Ice Beam. Out comes Pro-Choice. Ooh. Ooh, that damage. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, very, very good. So, what can you do? Can you take me out with a Brave Bird? I am actually mixed defenses, Milotic. I have a weird EV spread. I have a weird EV spread. So this thing, we've weakened it very well. I think my opponent was definitely expecting me to recover. And to be fair on them, that is what I typically do. So, right. Let's see. Brave Bird is going to do so much damage to me. But I think it's okay. No, do I attack you? Do I need Milotic? Kinda yeah. Kinda yeah. I don't want this thing to get its Moxie and all that stuff. I'm just gonna go for the... I am gonna go for the... I feel like recovering, I really do. I'm not sure who I need Milotic for. I need Milotic for Gudra. I think Gudra is choiced in some way. Something is telling me that it is. Because I don't see an item. Or it could be Assault Vest, definitely. But I do outspeed even a timid choiced Gudra, so... What I'm gonna do is actually go for another Ice Beam. We should survive this Brave Bird. Barely, but we should survive it. Unless he crits me, we should live! Should have recovered, actually, but I wasn't sure if it was... Because it's pro-choice. It says pro-choice, so it could be a choice card. Should have recovered. But at least Nuragami is still around. You know? And we are gonna encounter a spot of trouble with that Beedrill, of course. But, yeah, it's a bit of a problem. So out comes Jabberjay. And I need to be mindful of you, for sure. My Tachigami does have Sucker Punch. So that's cool. But I think he's just going to go for a Poison Jab here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to Scald. We're just going to let Nuragami go down now. As my opponent goes to the Poison Jab. I don't know if my opponent is running an Adamant Beedrill, then shit. What I'm going to do is go into Orochi. And we are going to go for a Draco. This Beedrill could take it back because it's got no damage on it. It could come down to a speed tie between his Beedrill and mine. I actually feel like going for the U-turn because I can live one iteration of rocks. I'm gonna go... Okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I just need some prior damage on this thing. Gudra doesn't want to switch into me. Do I U-turn or not? What's the point of U-turning? Fuck it, Draco. Let's just go. Let's just go. Yeah, no, let's go for a Draco. as my opponent goes for the Protect, seeing what I'm going to lock myself into. Unfortunately, that is in fact Draco Meteor, so that Gudra is going to have a present when it comes in, which it inevitably is going to. I can survive one more switch in from Rocks. Good play though, going for Protect, definitely a good play, because that's going to, that's a Scout. I could have gone for U-turn, and I was thinking about it. So my opponent now is thinking, definitely a competitive opponent, because they're considering their moves, and they've made some really good staying in things. And honestly, like when you stay in, sometimes it's because he stayed in so many times in a row that sort of really confounded me. Like, because normally when people do the strategic staying in thing, because it's like, I mean, because you expect your opponent to predict. Like, they don't do it so many times in a row, so it's like... No, it doesn't happen so many times in a row. Normally it just happens like a bit. I believe he's doing calcs right now. Hydre. Hydreigon, let's have a look at that. With the Mega Beedrill. See what kind of, if it can live a Draco. If it can, I'm just gonna be like, what the hell? It actually can! It has a chance! Oh my god, it has a chance. It has a chance. If I can kill, he's really thinking now, isn't he? Okay, I land it. Very nice. And that is a dead Beedrill. Very good. Very good. That was a roll as well. Just so you know, that was a 92. It had a chance to do 92 to oh, what? Yeah, 92 to 109. It has a 50-50 chance to Roko, but just in case somebody gets mean, I do actually have extreme speed on my Arcanine, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go for the Draco here now, though. Oh, I should have switched out. Shit. Yeah, I should have switched out. I don't know what kind of Gudra this is. Damn. Yeah, I should have switched out. I just feel like it's choiced in some way. Was that a crit? No. Oh wow, Orochi. No wonder. No wonder you're like the creature of all evil or something. You guys better have cottoned on to what kind of team this is. I don't know what item this thing has. Is it Assault Vest? What is it? I have no idea. I have no idea what it is. I'm gonna go into Tachigami just to see what item it is. Just to see if this is a Scarfed Gudra. I just feel like it is. If it's Scarfed, it'll outspeed Tachigami. So, yeah, if it's Scarfed, it'll outspeed. So I'm gonna go for the Facade. Just to see if it's Scarfed or not. It's Scarfed! It's fucking Scarfed, I told you! It's Scarfed! I'm sacrificing Tachigami just for the sake of finding out if it's Scarfed anyway, so... So yeah, that's pretty cool. That is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna go into Beedrill just to see the fact of whether or not I will assuredly outspeed this thing as a jolly Beedrill or not. I mean, Mega Beedrill is really fast. I don't know if Scarfed Gudra will outspeed it. So I'm gonna go for the I'm gonna go for Protect just to guarantee myself the win. If this thing can outspeed me. We should still find out anyway. We should still find out anyway. Come on. Okay, it's gonna live with a bit, but the next turn of Toxic will take it out. So this is for science. We're gonna see assuredly if Jolly Mega Beedrill outspeeds a Scarfed Gudra. It doesn't. It actually doesn't though. Wow, it actually doesn't. Wow, good job I didn't go too crazy on that before. Holy crap, I don't know why I thought I did. I must have done the mathematism wrong. Anyway, Monster's gonna go down, and that became a surprisingly close 1-0, but I mean, I did fodder some Pokemon in the end, just to find out if it was Scarfed or not. So it could have been a 3-0, but who even cares, because that was a great game. Thank you so much, Erica / Eric? Eric? Your Twitter link will be in the description down below. Thank you so much for the challenge. Your support is absolutely wonderful and it really, really means the world to me. Thank you so much for appearing on the channel today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really do hope you enjoyed this battle. Today's question of the day is, what is your favourite Pokemon to use right this very moment? And if you haven't been playing Pokemon lately, and it is a thing if you just watch Pokemon and you don't play it, what's a Pokemon that you like the look of? Give that man a nice that you'd like to use, you know? For me right now, my favourite Pokemon of the moment is, let's have a look. It's a real toss-up right now because I really like everyone on this team. I really like Raticate. Right now I want to make Raticate do stuff. That's like where my priorities are lying right now. But seriously, Guts Facade does damage. This has been a long-ass video. Jesus Louises. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye!